Hey, good morning and welcome back to the Drummond Geometry channel. Going to continue on with or update what happened on Friday and then kind of take a look at where things are looking for this week. As I said on Friday, I thought the market was going to come down from where it was in the overnight market and chop a little bit sideways, and then if it looked like a bottom was in this support area right here, then I was anticipating live PL dot to the static PL dot on the daily chart for a daily PL dot refresh. And we got that in all the way up here to the envelope top in one day. Was it nearly 100 points, I think? And then yesterday it continued on way up above here. Full disclosure, I was calling for that day or that hourly chart before the open to move sideways and maybe test this bottom, and then I would get on board if it looked like it was holding. And all that seemed to have transpired in a 5-minute bar while I was downstairs in the kitchen getting some coffee. So I missed it. I come back upstairs 15 minutes later, and the market has the train has left the station. I'm standing there with my coffee cup looking at it go away. So I missed that trade, and sometimes that's just the way things work. So right now, we're a long way away from the PL dot up here on the high yesterday, starting to move down, and the market, I guess, has moved down into this area because it's probably around 10:30 now in the morning. So that's where we're at today, and I wanted to take a look at the monthly chart and kind of show you some Drummond geometry methodology. The monthly chart was 1, 2, 3 closes below the PL dot, so that was a short little trend after this congestion bar here. And then we had this congestion bar, and now we're trading back down in congestion action. So the monthly congestion area is defined by this top line here and this bottom line down here, which is a huge range. But are we going to see the monthly come down or oscillate maybe a little bit longer? So we'll find that. We'll be able to tell how that's happening from what's taking place on the lower time frame. So to go back to our weekly chart, again, this top line and this bottom line are the monthly congestion parameters. What this line here is showing is that we had a nice weekly trend run up, and then we had a little weekly trend run down, and then this bar was congestion entrance, and then this box is what we expected. That congestion area, or that 2 to 3 dots back, would be resistance. And right now we're dancing around the weekly envelope top. This bar came up and stopped near the high, a new high, then moved down inside the weekly envelope. So I'm going to show you one more chart that comes from the silver membership level. And what this does is it takes a lot of this information and puts it onto a chart, what we call the Drummond lines and the far out and the nearby support and resistance areas. Looking at this one, this blue line here is what's called the farther out support, or I'm sorry, farther out resistance. And this whiter line here, heavier line, is the nearby. And this is nearby support. This is farther out support. And what's notable here, and this is how we call it congestion, an exhaust, is the market runs way up here into this farther out resistance. On the next bar, the nearby resistance holds, and the market closes down near the envelope top. And now what we're seeing is the nearby resistance is moving down lower into inside the envelope. The nearby support is no longer up here in between the envelope top and the PL dot, is now moved down below the PL dot and the envelope bottom. So these resistance areas are moving down. Could be an exhaust, giving us another potential PL dot refresh, or maybe even congestion entrance down. Now, the point I want to make is that there's a lot of economic data coming out this week, and the Fed's going to lie again about inflation and what to do with interest rates next week. So we're probably going to see some volatility. And I left one Drummond line on this chart. This little blue mark here is what's called the 6-1 down, and it's on the weekly chart now, which means when these 6-1s start pulling into view, we're anticipating maybe the market moving sideways. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And I don't know if this daily chart is going to materialize into a trade recommendation. I'm going to watch this today and tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I'm just not feeling it right now. So that's it for this morning. Please questions below the emails or the videos if you have any, and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get the updates when we post these things automatically. That's it. Good trading, and speak to you next time.